What if I told you a war that brought the world to the edge didn't actually end, it just paused? Missiles stopped. Fighter jets disappeared from the skies. And suddenly, silence. But here's the real question. Is the Iran war really over? Or is this just the calm before something bigger? This is the story of the Iran War 2026, a conflict that shook global politics, crushed economies, and pushed the Middle East to the brink of disaster. And now, after weeks of destruction, a ceasefire has been announced. But the truth behind it is far more complicated. It all started with rising tensions between Iran, the United States, and Israel. What began as political pressure quickly turned into full-scale military action. Airstrikes, missile attacks, drone warfare. Within days, the conflict spread across borders, reaching Lebanon, the Persian Gulf, and even threatening global oil routes. The world watched in fear, because this wasn't just another war. This was a war that could affect everyone. As the war intensified, oil prices skyrocketed, trade routes were blocked, and economies started shaking. The Strait of Hormuz, one of the most important oil routes in the world, became a major battlefield. At one point, experts feared a global economic crash. And that's when the pressure began. After weeks of chaos, a breakthrough finally came. On April 8, 2026, a temporary ceasefire was announced between Iran and the United States. This deal was not random. It was the result of intense diplomacy, with countries like Pakistan playing a key role in mediation. The agreement included a 2-week pause in fighting, plans to reopen critical oil routes, and talks for a possible long-term peace deal. For a moment, it felt like the war was finally over. But here's the twist. The ceasefire isn't as strong as it looks, because not everyone agrees on it. Some military operations, especially in nearby regions, did not fully stop. Leaders on both sides still disagree on key issues like nuclear programs, military influence in the region, and control over strategic locations. Even worse, there are accusations of ceasefire violations, which means this peace might only be temporary. Right now, the world is in a strange situation. The war hasn't officially ended, but it's not actively escalating either. It's like pressing pause on a dangerous movie without knowing what happens next. Some experts say this ceasefire is just a chance for both sides to regroup. Others believe it could lead to real negotiations and long-term peace. But one thing is clear: nothing is guaranteed. Even if the war stops completely, the damage is already done. Global markets have been shaken, supply chains disrupted, and tensions between countries increased. Some industries like medicine and shipping are still feeling the effects. This proves one thing: modern wars don't just affect countries, they affect the entire world. So, is the Iran war over? The honest answer is, no one knows.